Hi everyone, this is Daisy and welcome to my channel. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you could remember, I have shared with you the variegated gymnocalcium rock in my last vlog, and I have placed the other rock of the aluminum outside in a rain or shine area. And as promised, I will be sharing with you the new rearrangement that I made here in the garage area. So this is how it look like. So before, the aluminum rack is placed here where the three wooden black rack is now located. So now there's I did not place any pot on the last layer of that black rock because my little cute chubby my puppy wants to pass through that holes, and so I decided to place also the table, brown table here. It is made of plastic because to give way to my puppy so he can run around without disturbing my plants or succulent collection here in the garage area. So I'll be sharing with you the new arrangement. So here it is, and let's also have a recap on how they look like now. So before this table, the first table that I'm showing you right now was not here. It was placed on this side, but I decided to move it a little bit here so that it can have more sunlight. So what's on this table is some of my variegated gymnocalcium, daydream. So they are small. So I'm so sorry for the noise because vehicles keep passing by on the front of our house, motorcycles, delivery truck. So let's continue. So I have here Howardia, the variegated succulents that I'm trying to make it alive and healthy. So on this table, they are only small size, the Howardia, but I think they are trying to survive and they are getting healthy. I wish and I hope. So most of the plants here in my garage area are all now the delicate ones. So most of my cactus, I place it in a rain or shine area so that it's almost summertime and it's very hot. It's not raining anymore in our area. So it's been a week that it's not raining. So I hope my cactus will grow well this summer season. It's their growing season, so it is the best time for them to put outdoors so they can be ready and be well rooted during the rainy season, so they will not get notchy because they will produce enough fruits before the rainy season comes. So if you will notice, they are quite dehydrated because since July last year, 2024, I did not really water my succulents because of the high humidity they are getting from my place. And starting July, it started to rain because it's rainy season in the Philippines until the month of December, which keeps on raining, and until the first 2 weeks of this January, it keeps raining. So it's just last week that the rain has stopped. So I'm glad that the sun is back so that my succulent will have enough sunlight that they could get. So this is a variegated Sansevieria, a variegated Lolomi. This is my variegated Myrni, Howardia, a variegated, I'm not sure if it is, I forgot the ID, I'm so sorry. So this is Echeveria Lola, and this is my Medusa. So I don't know what's wrong with my Medusa, but I repotted it already in a bigger pot. So this is my variegated pendant and another Lola. So on this plastic table, if you would notice, there are spaces already between the pots. So before, they are really very crowded on this table because I don't have enough space. So what I did is I added a new table, brown table that I bought online, and then I put it here in the garage, and I put this variegated or the delicate succulents here in my brown table, and I give them enough space so they can breathe well and grow well. So this is my ebony, variegated Mendoza, another variegated Lolomi. This one is, I think, Loella. This one, I think, is Lolomi. Ronruni, if I'm not sure if I pronounced the name correctly, but just bear with me. So this is my variegated barbecue, but right now it loses its variegation. I don't know why. So if other people or other plant collector or succulent collector have a very healthy barbecue, but for me, I really have a hard time. When I water it a lot, it gets mushy. When I don't water it a lot, it gets dry, like that, like this stem. See, it dried out already. So this is my jadelet. My jade plant. So during this month of December, all the stems of my jade, because of the high humidity, has rotten. So this is the only long stem that I have. I have another one in the other table. So this is the one that I propagated. This is my jadelet, and this is my variegated Domsey eye. So if you would look now on this table, second table, there are lots of spaces in between the pots. So this would make my succulent breathe more so they can grow more healthy. But on the first table that I showed you, they're quite crowded, but I'm pretty sure they're okay because they are small in size. So they can get on this area enough sunlight during the morning from around 9 to I think 11 o'clock. So right now the sun is not shining anymore, but they can get direct sunlight from I think 9 to 11 o'clock only. But after that, it's already indirect sunlight. So then the next brown table is here, where we can find some of the variegated succulent that I'm trying to make it healthy and survive. Here is my propagation of variegated Marini. So I think they are recovering. And this is my subsicilis. Before it was big, now it's getting too smaller. So this is my propagation of variegated jadelet. And this is my variegated tituban. So I only have few variegated titubans already because they got mushy during the month of December. And look what happened to my variegated Tinkerbell. I hope it can survive, so I'm planning to cut it maybe next week. And then this is my Crispy Beauty. Look what happened. So I don't understand what's happening. It's getting smaller every day. So I'm really sorry for the noise. They are really annoying, the vehicles that passing through in front of our house. But I cannot do anything. I cannot close the road. It's for everybody. So this is an Echeveria. Another Echeveria, and this is my variegated Awayuki, my variegated Pink Jadelet, and this is my variegated Choco Bronze. Look how dehydrated it is. But I cannot water it that much because if I water it, it will get mushy. So I will just let it recover by itself. But during rainy season, just like what I have stated, so this one, I'm trying to make it survive. I don't know if it will be as a offset, so let's see. So, just like what I have said, in the month of July, I did not water my succulents already, even in the veranda area. So, I'll be starting to water them once a week this coming March, maybe. But for the month of January and February, I think I would let them recover first before I water them. So, month of February, I will not still water them. So, I'll just let them recover by themselves. So, look what happened in the variegated Tito one. So, let's just cut it, put it there. So, and this is our variegated Mrs. Richard, our Sepsicelis, variegated Sepsicelis. So, this is my jade plant. So, even though some of my jade plant have become small like this, so I need to cut the stem and repot it again because the stem got mushy because of so much water that they received. So, if you would see closely, there's mealybugs there, so I have to spray alcohol after I finish my video. So, this jadelet. So, this one before is a variegated one, but slight variegation only. Now, it's become non-variegated. So, there's another jade plant and there's the jade. So, at the back, you will see the rock of variegated Gymnocalycium that I have shared in my last vlog, which is placed in a rain or shiny area. So, this is how it looks like, the 3 brown table. And then, on this black rock, this 3 black rock was located where the brown tables are now, but now it's on the side. So, I decided to place the same plants on this rock. So, this is my Tomentosa collection on the very top. So, what happened to my Tomentosa collection is that they have mealybugs, so I have to cut the stem. That's why they're very small. Look, they're drying up, but I cannot water them. So, I just sprayed alcohol from time to time to kill the mealybugs because I don't want to cut so much because Tomentosa are also hard to make it alive or healthy in my garden. So, I struggle taking care of my Tomentosa. Look at this. I don't know if it will survive, but I hope so. Even this one. So, here, I'll show you the mealybugs there. See? But I already treated it every day by spraying alcohol. I don't know why they keep coming back on the Tomentosa. I almost consumed almost 1 bottle already. Look. You would see there's a white spot there. So there. Even if I spray alcohol there, they keep on coming back. Look. So I have to spray again. So that's what you can find on the first layer of the rock. So at the second layer, we have the variegated Gymnocalycium, which are potted in a clay pot. So, if I would compare the one potted in the clay pot and in the plastic pot, Gymnocalycium or cacti or cactus that are planted in a clay pot is much easier to experience dehydration because the clay pot absorbs excess water when you water them, and since I'm not watering, they become dehydrated and I feel guilty about it. So I'm trying to hydrate or to put them back on their healthy state. So yesterday I already fully watered it. So every 3 days I will water it so that they can recover the dehydration that they are experiencing. But not all of them are really dehydrated. So some are not. Just like this, it's okay. Look. But some are dehydrated. So some have scars already and still. So below is some more collections of my variegated Gymnocalycium. and some of my BB Astrophytum Asterias. And here are the little cute babies or offset of my variegated Gymnocalycium. So I just placed it inside because they are not really well rooted. So there are some more here. So that's what can you see, or what did I place in the 3 wooden rock. So beside it, I have placed some of the cactus here. So I have shared this one before already, but I just relocated them or just transferred the pot here because most of the succulents that was placed here are now in the veranda area. Because if you could remember, I mentioned that before in my last vlog, I think, that I will be transferring the succulents here because they are not growing well. So I transferred them in the veranda area. So now I just place some of the variegated succulent, just like this one, the variegated purple delight, some cactus, and another one. This is my lovely rose. So, and some of the cactus, I also placed one sansevieria there. So I have my biggest variegated Gymnocalycium here too. So this is what I place on the topmost layer of this rock. So my Crispate Beauty is trying to survive. So I don't know what's happening to it. It's losing its leaf because of the too much humidity and water they're getting last December last year. So on the second layer, it's still the same. I did not change anything here, but I'm going to share it with you. So if you could remember, something happened on our bear's paw. Now it's recovering. But what I have observed, actually these are variegated bear's paw, but look, oh, there's a variegation. But now I have noticed that some of the variegation was already gone, although there are some that still have the variegation. So I don't know why. And this is my variegated Sapsicilis. Look, before it was big when I bought it. It's a 4-headed, or I think 5. So now it's like this. So I think I have to water them as soon as possible, starting March. Not now, because I'm not sure if they're ready to be watered already. So I'm planning to water them on the first week of March. So I have here a variegated aloe. I still have here a very beautiful variegated blood moon, King Victoria, I think, and my crab corn there. So a variegated twirl, my biggest Mirio. There. So on the third layer of this rock, I did not put anything because my little cute chubby is trying to push my pots there. So I'm not sure if I can still put some of the plants or pots there, but maybe the big ones, so it will not get tumbled down by my little cute baby chubby. So that's how it looks like now. So chubby can pass through under the table, so I would be no more falling pots for me. So that's all for today. I hope you like my sharing for today. Thank you for watching, and please watch out for my next vlog. Thank you for your support. Please, if you like my video, consider subscribing and sharing it to your family friends who are interested also with these kinds of videos. So, thank you for watching. See you on my next vlog. Bye for now. Bye-bye. See you on my next vlog. God bless us all. Bye.